What is up, guys? It is Vexter here, coming at you guys at the future with just a little warning, guys. As you guys can probably tell, this video is so freaking long. I just wanted to let you guys know about this video because it was pre-requested by Falcon 10348. So just wanted to do that. I wanted to create this video for him. You're welcome, dude. I love you guys all so much. Thank you guys for supporting me, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Thanks for watching. So what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Vexter here, coming at you guys with some Mortal Kombat 11 gameplay today. Pre-requested by, let me bring up his name actually, because might as well give a little shout out. Okay, hold on 2 seconds, guys. I'll give a little shout out here. Hold on. By Falcon 10348. Requested by him. He would like to see a tutorial on how to play Noob Saibot. So I'm gonna deliver because why not, right? I mean, I love playing Noob Saibot. I would consider him probably my main, even though he has a lot of weaknesses, and I'll go over them in a little bit. But the first thing I wanted to do is go over my equipped abilities. And I also want to go over the Combat League or the ranked abilities too. So what I have right now is the combo variation. Sickle Snag, that's an air command grab that extends combos. The Shadow Portals, which is the teleport that extends combos. And then I have the Shadow Slide, which is a low hitting slide, and if you amplify, it's safe on block, which is really important. And yeah, those are the three moves I have. So for his Combat League moves, for seeing double, this is kind of like the non-combo variation. I mean, there's combos in it, but they're like more skilled and difficult to do. Like he doesn't have any special moves that extend combos out of the corner, anyways, right? So this is kind of like the zone kind of footsies kind of character, right? So you got the Ghost Ball, which is unblockable, which is actually a really good move, and then you have the Air Telly Slam, which is okay, but if it gets blocked, pretty much death. Shadow Slide, again, really good on block. It's safe on block, right? For the Dark Saibot variation, this variation is a combo variation. You have the Shadow Portals. You also have a nice projectile, Spear Ball, just a very standard high-hitting projectile, nice and fast. And then you have the Sickle Port, which is it's a little bit weird, to be honest with you. I don't really know too much about it. I'm not going to speak on that because I don't really use it too much. And then Pitch Black is my variation that I use because it has the Sickle Snag. I like the Sickle Snag for most of my combo variations because I can use any string to go into it. And I'm going to explain that a little later on. But just for now, I like to use the Pitch Black variation. I'm sure you guys see me use it inside of Combat League. But this is what I have for my variation. So now let's get into the practice mode. I'll be right there, guys. Hold on. Okay, and here we are, guys. So the first thing I want to go over is I want to go over like the universal attacks. So the attacks that every character or every variation has for the Noob Saibot variations. But I am playing in my custom variation, but I'm also going to go over the Pitch Black variation, and I'm going to go over the Dark Saibot variation. I'm not going to go over the other variation. What is it called again? The Seeing Double variation, because I don't really play it too much and I don't really know too much about it, so I can't really speak on it. But these two variations for the custom variations that I'm going to go over, or sorry, the Combat League variations that I'm going to go over, I'm really comfortable playing those ones, and I feel like I can give you guys some good tips. But the first thing I'm going to do is go over the universal attacks. So that's the basic attacks, not all of them, just the ones I've highlighted. The combo attacks, which I'm going to go on to a little later. The universal special moves, and then that'll be it. And then I'll go into the abilities for each variation, and then I'll go over some combos. Okay? So the first thing I want to do is talk about his back one. This is a mid, and frankly, his only good mid, unfortunately. The extension is back 1/1+3, or back 1L1 if you're weird like me. It is a restand, which is really good, but this is like the kind of problem with Noob already. His only good mid is negative on block. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, hold on. We're getting ahead of ourselves. That's not what we're talking about yet. That's the combo attack. So here, back one. Back one's a great button. It's a mid, obviously, so it's good. It has +6 on hit. Cancel advantage is 33, so you could kind of do anything from there. It is a really good poke. It's, well, a shadow poke, I guess you could say. So it's a good mid. Startup is a little bit big on it, but 9 frames isn't actually 9 frames is actually pretty good for a 9 frame mid. It's actually not bad. But like we were talking about earlier, the extension is negative on block. So, but we're gonna get onto that a little bit earlier. The dark push is, whoops, I have him on breakaway. I don't know why. The dark push is really good actually. It's a pretty far-reaching mid. I mean, it doesn't extend combos or anything like that, but it is a pretty good mid that does 7% damage. Is 12 frame mid. And it has really good frame advantage here. If you hit him, you get 26. It's safe completely safe. If the opponent flawless blocks it, it's not too safe. But I mean, I don't think that ever happened to me. Someone flawless blocking my back two. But yeah, so the back two, it's a great move. Who doesn't love it? It's a great move. Yeah, it's just a great move, dude. And it's also his armor break. So if we come over to the corner right here. So if I just do a simple combo and I put him on breakaway, right, then I can go for a combo extension, right? So this is breakaway, and we're gonna get into that a little later on, but not quite yet. So just hold on to your horses, guys. So the next one is forward 2. I use this move all the time, and the one bad thing about it, like the really bad thing about it, it's a high. A lot of his moves are highs. His stand, this one is a high. This one is a high. Oh man, the amount of highs he has is ridiculous, man. Obviously, 1-1 is highs, obviously. Like, dude, all these are pretty much highs. The only low that he has is this one, and we're gonna get onto that in a little bit, because again, right? So, but anyways, yeah. So, 4-2, extremely good. If it was a mid, it might be the best move in the game. If it was a mid, but it's not. So, another thing that you guys might see me do quite a bit is I like to go for like a little frame trap. So this is obviously -1 on block, and obviously when people block this, they're expecting the whole thing, right? I made him flawless block just because I have it on flawless block, but yeah. But what I do is they're obviously expecting the full thing, maybe even expecting this, right? Because look, amplify is -8, so I guess theoretically it would be punishable on block, but it's pretty close to safe, right? Like I've never got punished for doing this move amplify. I never got punished for it. So that's usually that's stuff that people like to do. Like it does pretty good chip damage. Like if you look. It does probably 5% chip, 4% chip, so it does pretty good chip, but this is a high. People could just crouch, wait for it, because the range is like right here, and then they just crouch and just like down to as soon as they react to your move, so it is really unfortunate. But a frame trap you can put them in is you go like this, that's -1. If they see that you're not doing anything, then you just do back 1+3. And then, or back 1 L1, whatever you want to call it. And you'll pretty much catch them every time. Because, well, if they're impatient, like a lot of players are, to be honest, you'll catch them every time. I promise you. Like you just go like that, and because it's -1 on block, it's completely safe. As a matter of fact, it's almost plus. You know what I'm saying? So really, really good string. So well. Basic attack, I guess you could say. So that's a little frame trap I like to do. And again, if they do block the back of 1+3, I know that it is negative on block. I think it's like -16 or something, 17. If they do block it, it is kind of hard to punish it because look at all this pushback. Like they had to do a dash and then do a far-reaching mid or a high. A mid is ideal, but not a lot of characters have a far-reaching mid, so. Let's do a high. So it is really hard to punish in the corner. However, it's not that hard to punish because there's not really any pushback because if you're in the corner. But so it's really easy to punish it in the corner. But out of the corner, it's actually pretty difficult to block. But again, we're gonna move on to that in a little bit. So the next thing we have is the forward 3. No, the back 3. So the back 3 is a low. It has incredibly good range. It's actually -5 on hit. So that means if you hit this, you pretty much gave your turn up. It's obviously really punishable on block. The extension of this is a little weird. So the extension is back 3 and then 1+3, and the extension doesn't come out on whiff. So look, if you look at my input commands, I'm doing back 3 L1, which look, it does work for the other one. It does work for this one. It's not working for this one though. So, and also if I do the 1+3, it doesn't work. So it doesn't work because it only works on hit or on block. And there's a crush and blow tied to this one, and your opponent, it's actually a really good crush and blow. You can get some really good really good damage off that crush and blow. But the problem is it's a low, and every time people ask me how do I verse Noob Saibot, which, let's be honest, not a lot of people do because I'm not that popular. But if they did do that, what I would say to them every time is never ever block high against Noob Saibot. There's just all the reasons not to, and there's so many reasons to. Or sorry, there's so many reasons not to block high. Or sorry, yeah, there's so many reasons not to block high, and there's so many reasons to block low. Because if you block high, he has no overheads. The only overhead he has is this string, which is 112, and it is incredibly reactable. There's a little bit of a mix-up if you go like this, and of course it's a safe mix-up because if you go like this, I believe that's like -5 or something. -3 on block, right? And if you do this, obviously it's -8 on block, which is technically unsafe, but I've never got punished by it ever. So that's technically a safe 50-50, but you could fuzzy guard that easily because the low comes out in 18 frames. Hello, can I do it? And this comes out in 26 frames. So incredibly slower. So you can easily fuzzy guard that, but that's the only overhead he has, and that's reactable, right? So, you know what I'm saying, man? Like it's just like there's just no reason to block high. The only time I ever block high is if Noob Saibot's like kind of zoning me out a little bit, and I'm coming in and I'm blocking high like this, so I can block dash and stuff like that, and then he does his back 3, right? Because the requirement for the crush and blow is the opponent has to be stand blocking. That's why you never want to block high, because you'll get opened up by the back 3 1+3, but on top of that you'll also get a crush and blow to the face. Well, I guess to the back, and that crush and blow does extremely good damage, like really high damage, So yeah, so pretty much whenever you're versing Noob Saibot, always block low and never block high. Like never ever block high. And you gotta remember, if they are stupid enough to dial in this entire combo, it's -16, and there's like almost no pushback to it. So it's probably one of the easiest punishes of your guys' lives. Like trust me, dude. Easy punish, dude. So yeah, so that's just something I wanted to talk about. So now we're gonna move on to the forward 3, which probably is one of the best anti. Well, it's not the best anti since he already has this, but it is a really good anti for Noob Saibot. It just adds to the arsenal of good moves he has. I mean, he looks kind of like a yoga guy doing that. But anyways, if I make my opponent jump at me, jump forward, boom, anti-aired, and from there you can get a full combo, boom, anti-aired. It obviously only does like a little bit of damage, obviously, but I mean an uppercut does way more. But you can also combo into that, so that's 28 or 22. That's 14, right? So you're sacrificing a little bit of damage, but you have to work for the damage to get more damage. So it is pretty good. But high kick, forward 3, probably one of the best anti-airs that he has. Certainly for what he has, but probably not in the game because he has this, which I just thought of that right now. This is also a really good anti-air. Whoops. We gotta come right here. There we go. This is also a really good anti-air. It's unblockable too, obviously, because it's an anti-air. Hold on, let me make it to where we're like jumping distance apart. There we go. So yes, we got that move, and that also, if you amplify it, it leads to a full combo. Right, and then from there you can do your combo stuff, which I'll explain some combos in a little bit. So yeah, so in other words, try not to jump on Noob Saibot. I actually know that whenever I'm versing Noob Saibot, I always jump on him, just because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I like to jump on people a lot. I don't know why. It's just something that's really strong in this game. Obviously I can be anti-aired really easily, but I don't know why. But I don't know why. I just like to do it. I don't know why. Now we're going to talk about his forward 4, I think, right? Yes, forward 4. So his forward 4 is pretty good. So you see that the last hit is a high, right? Well, the good thing is that the low actually jails into the high. Hold on a second. So the low actually jails into the high, meaning that Meaning that if my opponent blocks the low and then tries to duck the high, it won't work because the high will actually hit them before they can duck because it jails, right? So that's something good to know. But if you knock your opponent down and then you do the move, let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can do it. Hold on. Let's see if I can do like a real quick explanation. I'm not gonna try it too many times, but right there. If that happens, they can just wake up down 2 and they will get a crushing blow because remember, this move is a high. And remember, the low doesn't have too big of range. It's not that good, honestly. But the high has really good range. And if your opponent sees that, they'll duck and they'll down 2 your ass. Because remember, I don't think it has any cancel advantage. No, it has no cancel advantage. So once you do the move, you can't stop from doing that. But it is a good low. It is a 12 frame low. Unfortunately, it's not a good combo starter. Unfortunately, it's not a combo starter, but what can I say? Sneaky Saibot is a really good move. So, but anyways, now we're going to move on to the combo attacks. So I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. So here we are. So here's all the combo strings that I like to use, and some of them I actually don't like to use. As you can see, the Sinister Silhouette and the Empty Grave I don't use. I'm not saying you should use them, but I'm also not saying you shouldn't, because I'll move on to that in a little bit. But anyways, here we have it's 1-1. He has a 7-frame jab, which is pretty good for a fast character like Noob Saibot. In this game, he's really fast. In MK9, he wasn't fast at all. He was really slow, but in this game, he's pretty fast. So yeah, 7-frame jab. He has 1-1, which is you're going to be your best punish. The stand 1 doesn't have too big a range, but hey, not a lot of jabs do. Forward 2 is a really good punish since it's literally a 9-frame high. Now it actually got buffed a little bit ago. I think this was an 11-frame high a little bit ago. I could have sworn it was, but maybe I'm wrong. But I think it was. And so yeah, so you might want to just go with forward 2. But if your opponent does something like slightly punishable, then you want to go with 1-1 because you can't punish him if it's 9 frames compared to 7 frames, right? But anyways, so yeah, so he has an extension like this, which I showed you earlier, which is completely safe on block. Ends in an overhead. Obviously, there's a giant gap for flawless block, but if they do flawless block, it's still -3. You're not more punishable. You also have Tormented Souls, which is 113, which is a really great punish tool. You guys see me use this a lot. It's obviously a restand. Well, not a restand, but it's obviously like a standing string. Like it keeps your opponent standing, so you can go for a cancel. So you can go like a cancel like that, or you can go for a cancel like that, or if you want to get some combos going, you can go for a cancel like that. But you can only cancel into the teleslam for the combos. You can't actually cancel to the air command grab, obviously, because not in the air. So that's just something you guys wanted to look out for, because this is a good command grab right here, but it's only in the air, right? So we're gonna move on to that in a little bit, there, guys. So and then we have back 1-1+3, which we talked about a little earlier. It's a punishable mid, which is really unfortunate because his only good mid for like mid string, like mid combo starter, is punishable on block. It's really unfortunate, to be honest, but I mean, I guess that's the way it works, I guess. So yeah, and only on hits, you can't do this move. You can't do this move on block. You can't do it on block. It doesn't happen. I mean, apparently it does, but you can't do it on block. But if you do, whoops. But if you do it on hit, you'll get this. It's just a nice little combo extender for you guys. You also get a crushing blow if you counter or punish an attack. So there it is right there, counter or punish. Attack, and because it's a mid, this actually makes for a really good crushing blow to get yourself into the game. For, I don't know, if you just ate a big fat combo and you want to get yourself back in the game, this is a really good one. You'll see me going for this if I get knocked out of the game and you want to see me get back. You'll see me do that one. And then he has probably his best string, maybe, Resurrected, which is 2-1-2, which looks like this. It's a high, low, mid, which is obviously the high, unfortunately. But it does have cancel advantage, so you can cancel to this. And it does also have cancel advantage, so you can cancel to that. So, and you can also cancel to this, but you can only do that out of the corner, because in the corner, then the shadow kick will just miss. And this thing, I think, doesn't work, right? Yeah, it doesn't work. If you amplify, it might work. Yeah, it works a little bit, but that's kind of just a waste of meter, to be honest. So, yeah. This string, really good. You can also kind of combo into it, like mid-screen, but it's kind of hard, to be honest. But in the corner, it's super easy. So you can go like this, and then you can go like this, and then you can, yeah, I'll go into some combos later. But 2-1-2, meterless launcher, really good string. Then we have Evil Within, which is another really good string, famous string for him, 4221. Looks like this. It's really good. The extension is 42212, but you almost never want to use that. I mean, it's pretty useless, to be honest. It just looks like this. It's negative like a million on block or something. Let's see. 26, so... I mean, you guys never see me use this. And some of this you can't even use on block. You can't use the full string on block. You have to, like, go like that. And then your opponent has to flawless block the last hit for it to work. I think that's how it works. Something like that. So it's really awkward, but it doesn't really make any sense. And then we have the Sinister Silhouette, like we talked about earlier. It's a negative on block. It is good for corner swapping. So, for example, if we go to the quarter really quick... We go to the corner really quick, and I want a corner swap. So let's say, for example, if I go like this. So come here, buddy. So let's say, for example, if I go like this. So I go like this. And then I go, boom. That corner swaps, and I still get some pretty good damage for 30%. So it is good for in combos, but out of combos, you pretty much never want to use this because nobody blocks high against Noob Saibot. Unless they're doing this string, which is easily comboable. So... It's pretty much death, pretty much. like you never want to do that against Noob Saibot. Like, I'm being serious, guys. Like, you never want to block high against Noob. Like, you will get this. Don't underestimate the back three. The back three has great range. Like, look at that. That's like a little bit less than jumping distance. Like, really good range. And then obviously, if you do catch them blocking high, get a nice fat crush and blow. And we'll go over that combo in a little bit. So, but anyways, that's pretty much all the combo attacks that I want to go over. Now I'm going to go over the special attacks. So, I'll be right back. So, Noob Saibot doesn't have too many universal attacks, but that's okay. So, he has the Shadow Tackle, which is a negative mid projectile, negative on block, I mean. Negative 15. It's not too bad, but it's obviously punishable. Amplify, the Amplify only comes out on hit, which is the reason why... In this string right here, if my opponent blocks my 4-2-2, I won't cancel into that. I used to do that, but it was really dumb because if they block it, it's an easy punish. That's why I go into the low now, because it's safe on block. The only problem with the low is that you have to equip it because it's an equipped ability. So, but we'll get onto that in a little bit. So, yeah, so the Shadow Tackle, negative 15 on block. The Amplify only comes out on hit. And if you land 10 of 10 Shadow special moves, you'll get that crushing blow, and you can combo into that crushing blow, which is another really good thing. So you can look like go like that, does some good damage, or you can go like this. It does really good damage. I actually don't get this crushing blow too much because I don't really like the zone with this character. I like to go in and do a ton of pressure and grabs and stuff. But this is also another really good anti-air that I just thought of right now. The bot likes to anti-air me with this a lot, so like the CPU. So that is a really good thing that you might want to pick up. The bots do like to anti-air with that. It is a really good move. It's actually a 6-frame move, so it's pretty good and it has pretty good range. So. And in the corner, it starts off combos. Out of the corner, it doesn't, but in the corner, it does start off combos. So. And then we have the Telly Slam. Now, I have an equipped ability for my Telly Slam, which is this. Now, I can start off combos, which is what I was talking about earlier. But the normal Telly Slam just looks like this. And then if you amplify, you get like 21%, I think. And then you don't get a combo. Actually, I think it's like 19, but yeah. So just normal Telly Slam. It's obviously a high, and it is really punishable on block, like 27 or something, 29. So does really good. Does really bad punishable on block. Obviously, if you do hit, or sorry, the Amplify only comes out on hit, so it doesn't come out on block or whiff. And yeah, that's pretty much all the universal special moves for Noob Saibot. So now, oh yeah, hold on, I'm gonna go over his Fatal Blow too. So his Fatal Blow is actually pretty good. It got a little bit of a buff in the Aftermath update. It got a little bit of a buff. It got 3 less startup frames. So now it's 28 frames for startup, whereas before I think it was 31. The active frames got 2 more, so now it's 3. And the recovery frames got 1 more, so now it's 33. And before it was 31 or 32. So obviously, Fatal Blow breaks armor, obviously, and it tracks the opponent on where they are. It's a mid, it's not a low. I know a low can be a little bit deceiving. It is a little bit hard to combo into. I like to combo into back 1/1+3 and then Fatal Blow because it has cancel damage. That's the best thing that I like to do, which you guys see me do a lot. But I did find out some ways that you can combo into it. Like, that doesn't work, but if your opponent breaks away, it does work, I think. No, maybe if they break away slow, maybe. Yeah, so if they break away slow, it does work, but if they break away quick, it doesn't work. So that's just something to realize. Okay, like the weakness with Noob Saibot is if you're trying to make a comeback, you pretty much have to get the back 1/1+3 to Fatal Blow to come out before you can get the Fatal Blow, because it's kind of hard to connect the Fatal Blow when your opponent breaks away. So like here, just out of curiosity, I'm gonna try a couple times, just a couple times. Right? This video is probably gonna be long, so we'll see if I can do it. Okay, well I just got a first try there. Okay, well that's just proving me wrong, and that did 48%, by the way. Now let's try late. Do I need to switch up the timings or what? No, I don't. That's actually kind of embarrassing, and it's pretty good actually. That which also does 48.7%. So yeah, so I guess I kind of lied. I guess you can combo into it, but I guess it'd be a little bit difficult, I guess. Like here, just out of curiosity, let's do the back 3 1+3. See what we can do with that. Oh, okay, we can. Okay, well, I guess I just got proved to be a complete liar, so my bad, guys. But on without breakaway, it is really hard to combo into this thing. I know that for a fact. Without breakaway, it is really hard to combo into this thing. So if I go like this, it is actually really hard to do it. Because the startup frames are really long. Like, it's actually really hard to do. That I know is a fact. Like, it's actually really difficult to do. So this obviously doesn't work. This doesn't work. So it's obviously way too high in the air. This, I don't even think there's combos, is it? Oh, it does. Okay. Yeah. So, but anyways, yeah. So there's Fatal Blow done. Okay. So now we're gonna go on to the universal attacks, or sorry, the equipped abilities. And then we're going to go over some combos. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so here we are. So I did have my amplified Telly Slam, but I kind of been over that a little bit, so I decided to not include it. But we have the Sickle Snag, Amplify, and the Shadow Slide. So the Shadow Slide, well, actually, I'm going to go over the Sickle Snag. So the Sickle Snag is a combo extender that's also an anti-air, a really good one. And, yeah, it's obviously unblockable. Yeah, it's not too much to say about it besides that. It's an anti-air. It will get rid of anybody jumping at you, and I believe it's like 9 frames. Yeah, so it's really quick. It's super, super quick. So, whoops, what am I doing? It is really quick, so if I just make my opponent jump at me, boom, anti-air. Punish for a full combo, boom, anti-air, right? Punish for a full combo, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just really good. It's also really good for ending combos because Noob Saibot has really good pressure. You want the opponent to be like kind of mid to close range when you're being Noob Saibot. So punishing this or getting the Sickle Snag off. Let's see if I can show you guys. See, so look at that. Look at the distance. Pretty much like back 3 range. So you can go for like stuff like this. That all combos. The only problem is if it hits max range, but whatever. But yeah, so Sickle Snag, great anti-air. Obviously, combo extender, a key combo extender for a lot of Noob Saibot players, including me. And the Shadow Slide is obviously a really good move. It's a low, it reaches almost max range, not quite though. It's a little bit less. Well, actually, a decent amount actually. And that's actually more than I realized. But it is a really good projectile. Obviously, this reaches fully max screen, but it's a mid and it's a lot slower and quicker to react to. So. But anyways, but yeah, so that's pretty much all the universal or the equipped attacks, obviously, and the without amplifying, it's obviously unsafe on block, but amplifying, it's pretty much safe at -8. A few like Raiden can obviously punish it with his quick charge discharge thing. That is 6 frames, super quick move, so that could punish it, but yeah, but that's pretty much all the equipped abilities. So now I'm going to move on to some combos. So I'll be right back with you guys. Sorry guys, I did actually forget about the tournament variations. So here we have, I'm just going to go over these really quick because I don't want this video to be too long and I feel like it's really long. So yeah, so the Sickle Port, it looks like this. It's not the best move. If you amplify, I believe you get a combo, I believe. Yeah, you do. And I think it is safe on block, I think. Yeah, so it is kind of, not really actually. If you flawless block it, it's completely unsafe. And then you get the Spirit Ball, which looks like this. It's just a basic projectile. It's just a basic high projectile. It's kind of spammable, but it's pretty good. And then you have the Telly Slam, which looks like this. which is the one that I had in my variation, so you can also combo into it and all that shenanigans. So yeah, so that's that one. So now we're going to go on to Pitch Black, which is the one that I use mainly. This is the one that I use when I play Combat League with Noob Saibot. I pretty much always use this one. We get the Sickle Snag, and we get the Shadow Kick, which is actually a really good move, and then we get the Sickle Toss. So the Shadow Kick looks like this. It's a mid. It catches people out all the time. It's safe on block to a certain degree. So like if it's like way back here, it's safe on block. But if it's like right here, it's pretty punishable, even if it whiffs. Well, especially if it whiffs. So that's just something to watch out for. The Sickle Toss is actually pretty good. It catches people blocking low all the time because it's an overhead. And if you amplify, I think close. I've never done this, but if you do the one close and you amplify, I think it's a combo cutter. I think. Yeah, it is. Okay, and I think it's probably plus on block too. Never mind, I totally lied. But yeah, so it is a combo extender if you hit it right really close, but it's so negative on block. Why would you even go for it unless you combo into it, which it's really hard. The only way to combo into it is if you go like this. That's the only way to combo into it. So let's see if we can just do that real quick, actually. Yeah, you can't even do it because 1-2-1 has so much. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we got something. There we go. That's actually not bad. We could actually probably come up with a pretty good damage and combo if we use 2 bars. Let's try it. Ah, damn it, man. Ah, okay, whatever. Okay, well, you guys get the picture. So yeah. But this is this variation. Let's move on to the next variation. Actually, that is the last variation. So now we're gonna be going on into some combos. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, here we go. So you guys' main string that you guys should be using is 4-2-2 and 2-1-2. And again, these are highs, so expect to be tried to down 2 out of. It is really frustrating, but just try and deal with it, guys. You guys got this. I believe in you. But yeah. So, but anyways, so a good combo that comes into play. You can go like this. You go like this, and then you can go And the reason that you can end like this. Or you can end with this. But I think the Shadow Slide has quicker startup, I think, right? So 18, I think it was, yeah. 37, and that's close up. That's 21. So yeah, so at the closest range possible is 21 frames. And at the closest range possible with the Shadow Kick it's 18. So the low is a little bit quicker. So, and the reason that I do this as opposed to, I don't know, going like this. Oops. Going like this, going like that, because when you go like this, guess what? You build up that crushing blow, this blow, because this is a shadow special move. So you build that up. So that's what I'm saying, right? And if you amplify, you get 2 of them. And if you amplify this one, I think you might get 2 of them. I think I'm not too sure about that actually, but maybe actually I'm not too sure about it. But yeah, so that is why I always end with this. And on top of that, I never use 2 bars in a combo unless I know that it's going to finish the combo, or the finish off my opponent. Other than that, I don't use 2 bars or get a crushing blow. So for example, if I go like this, I would use the 2 bars to get the crushing blow. I would do that, but I get that crushing blow so rarely. I almost never do that, because think about it. If I use 2 bars in this combo, right? That gets me 40%, which is pretty much the max damage you can do against pretty much your average character. Noob Saibot has probably one of the best damage combos in this game, so it does hurt, but he uses 2 bars of meter. And the thing is think about it. So let's say, for example, if you open your opponent up after using 2 bars of meter, well, see, what can you do? You can go like that. That gets you 19. You can go like that. That gets you 20. You can go like this. 20, and I don't even think you can go like that. You can't even do that. So, in other words, it gets you 20% combos plus a 40% combo, which is 60%. But what I like to do is I like to go like this. If I go, so let's say for example, if I use 1 bar a meter, right? Oops. So let's say for example, if I use 1 bar a meter, right? Whoops. I go like this. Does that work? It does. So there we go, 28%, right? That's 1 bar meter, right? Now, if I open my opponent up again, now I have another bar meter where I can do something else if I open my opponent up again. And that's another 20. It would have been 27 if my low shadow kick would have hit. That's another 27%. So that's about 60%, right? So then at that point, you're using your meter more efficiently, right? And I would save your crushing blow for until you need it, because, or until you're about to finish the game off. Like if it's like if you won the first round and you're about to finish your opponent, then I'd maybe use it. But I don't really use crushing blows, to be honest. I know I should, but I don't know why. I just kind of stray away from them. I don't know why, but yeah. So that's one. Another combo that you can also do is this one. This is a really good one. Starts off with this, and then you can go like this. So how you do that is you do 2-1-2, then you cancel into the telly slam amplified, and then you go into this, and then you go into this. So it looks like this. So boom, boom, boom. Telly slam amplified. 4-2-2-1 into the sickle snag. Boom. 32% combo. Peanuts. Right? And then something else you can do is you can go like this. So you can go 4-2-2-1 into the sickle snag amplified, and then you can go back 1-1+3, and then you can go with the shadow slide. That'll look like this. 20%, not as damaging of a combo, but you could optimize it by going like this. Let's see if you can do it. Hold on, let's see if we can do it. I actually never tried this before. Oops. Yeah, I don't really think you can, but yeah, I don't really think you can. But yeah, so like the amount of combos that are possible with this character is kind of insane, honestly. And inside of the corner, you can actually go like this. Inside of the corner, you can go like this. And that gets pretty good damage, and I think that was meterless, actually. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was meterless, I think. Yeah, it was. So you could actually go like this. 32% meter, well, 1 bar meter, right? And the way you do that one is you go like this. So you go 2-2 or 2-1-2, and then you go rising shadow kick, and then you do a down 1, and then you do into back 1+3, and then you go to the telly slam amplified, and then you go 1-1 into the sickle snag. Goes like this. You might let me just try something real quick. You might be able to get 1-1-3 in there. I'm not too sure. Okay, you can. So yeah, so you can get 1-1-3 actually. So you can get that 1-1-3 in there. So that's another combo you can do. Like there's so many combos you can do with this character. And another thing you can do is you can go like this. And if you're in the corner, you can go like that. Sorry, hold on. Ah, I did it too late. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna do the easy combo just so I can show you guys like Alright, 33%. Another thing that is really good, his stand 4 is obviously does 7%, and it is actually pretty good for ending combos. You can go like this, stand 4 into the single snag, or you can go stand 4 and shadow tackle, or you can go stand 4 and a shadow slide. Now, watch that doesn't work, but in the more damaging combos, when you use more gravity, it will work. Like right there, that works. So yeah, and you can also go like this. That's meterless right there, 27%. Like, dude, basically all you gotta know is this. This is all you gotta know. For Noob Saibot, his combo extenders is the sickle snag, and the amplified telly slam, and the rising shadow kick. But you have to be in the corner for the rising shadow kick to happen. Other than that, with that information, all you can do from there is you can just think of ways to combo into everything differently. Like, there's so many things you can do. Like there's seriously so many things you can do, man. Like, it's insane, dude. But you gotta remember, this is a high, so just remember that. So, but it's just easy. Like, you could probably go like this. Let's see if we can do it. That's a pretty hard connection, I'm not gonna lie, but you can do that. And something else that I like to do. Okay, hold on. I really want to talk about this. I know this video is probably so freaking long, but I want to talk about this so bad. So, with this forward 4, you know how this forward 4 hit advantage has 22 frames, right? If you put your opponent into a big combo, like a really big combo, I'm going to use 2 bars just for this example, but I just want to show you, right? you'll see gravity makes him fall really quick, which gives you 6 frames of hit advantage. So something that I like to do is I like to go like this. I like to put my opponent in a really big combo, right? Oops, that's not it. I like to put my opponent in a really big combo, right? Like a really big damaging combo. Oops, I can't remember. Hold on. So you go like this. And then you like to grab. And your opponents will not see that coming. I promise you. Because at that point, you have such low hit advantage. That your grab will come out really quick. Because it will come out quick because you have such low hit advantage. Your hitbox is like, look at that. 7 frames of hit advantage. As soon as your opponent gets up, you can grab them. You just gotta watch out for the 20 frames of invulnerability in the very beginning of a wake up. But like, dude, it's so good, man. And of course, Noob Saibot does have grab, crush, and blows for both of his grabs, for his forward throw and his back throw for the same requirement, which is escape failed. So that is something that makes Noob Saibot also pretty strong. His crush and blows up like that. So he's like freaking loaded, man. Like he is a really good character. So now I'm gonna show you a down 2 Christian blow combo that you can do actually out of the corner too, because I want to show you out of the corner combo. You start off with a down 2, obviously. You can go forward 2-2-1, amplified sickle snag, boom, 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 boom. 44% combo, meterlessly with a down 2 Christian blow. Like it's just so good, man. Like it's so good, dude. So good, man. So now, if you want to use all bars of meter, which in my opinion is kind of stupid, but if you want to, you can go like this. Ah, I just missed him. Feels bad. Hold on. There we go. So 50% with no fatal blow, 2 bars of meter, and a crushing blow. Pretty good, huh? Now, if you want to use 2 bars of meter and a crush and blow, you'll get this. Which, if I'm corrected, if I'm correct, I believe this does 60%. So we'll see. I think it does 60, I think. 60%. So that's pretty damn good, right? 60% combo. Pretty damn good, huh? So now, lastly, I'm gonna talk to you guys about his armor break. Sorry, guys, I got the damn hiccups going. So, his armor break is really good in the game. I don't even know if it'll work from there. Oh, it does work from there. So, the way his armor break works, normally his back 2 doesn't have any cancel advantage, but as you can see from the text, attack can be canceled into a special move upon breaking armor, which means if you break someone's armor, then you can then this move has cancel advantage. If you don't break armor, it doesn't have cancel advantage. So the problem about this move is, I'm just gonna go to the corner just to make my life easier. So the problem about this move is if your opponent doesn't break away, you get nothing. So if your opponent breaks away, look, there we go, boom, right? You can actually sometimes combo into it without having to cancel. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but you know what I'm saying? But if your opponent doesn't break away, you get nothing, which is a little bit unfortunate, and it can be pretty bad if your opponent, yeah, I can't remember what I was gonna say, but yeah, but it can be pretty bad. But if your opponent does break away, you get some pretty good damage. So let's say, for example, if they have the balls, let's say, for example, if they break away as early as possible, and you want to use 2 bars, by the way. Oh, I just barely missed it. It feels bad, man. Whoops. How does it go again? Yeah. Alright. There we go. 43%. Now, what if they have the balls to break away late? Just imagine. Imagine having the balls to do that, huh? Let's say they break away right here. Whoops, I kind of forgot what I was doing. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, so say, for example, if they have the balls to break away right here. So then you go... Oh, I didn't get my cancel. Damn it, man. It is a little bit difficult to do, honestly, but I don't want to waste too much time doing this. Okay, I didn't get my cancel, but basically you do back 2 into the shadow tackle, or into the Hellion Slam, and then you get giant damage. Something else you can do, if you have this Crush and Blow loaded up for your Shadow Tackle, oh my, if they break away late, oh my god, they just killed themselves. So let's say you go like this, and they break away right here. Oh my god, man, 54 frickin%, man, insane damage, right? So now let's say if they break away as soon as possible. 41% damage. That's 1 bar a meter, by the way. Now let's say if you get it down to Crush and Blow and they break away as soon as possible. Oops, that actually missed. That was so fast. Wow, it's still missing. It's tough. Damn, it's still missing. God damn, man. There we go. Just gotta do it late. 48%. Now, let's say for example, if you get it down to Crush and Blow and they break away, but you want to put them in a pretty extended combo. You go like this, and then you go like this. You use 2 bars. 52%. So you know what I'm saying? Like the amount of combos and different variations this man has he just has so many things going for him. The only thing that's really bad about him is he doesn't have a good mid, and more importantly, all of his moves are pretty much highs. 4-2's a high, stand 2's a high, 1-1's a high, stand 4's a high. The only move as a mid is back 1, but that's negative on block, right? So that's like the only bad thing about Noob Saibot, and trust me, if sometimes I play Noob Saibot and people just down to me right out of my move, and oh, it is the most frustrating thing of all time. And I can't lie, when I verse a Noob Saibot player, I try and do that too, because it works. It does work, because he just has nothing but highs, man. It's so unfortunate, so... But anyways, guys, I really apologize for rambling on this long. I hope it's not too long. I just wanted to show you guys everything with Noob Saibot, because there's a little bit of stuff to him. But he's a really simple character to play. Yeah, guys. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Shout out to Falcon1... Damn it, what's his name again? Shit, what's his name again? Falcon 104810 or something? Falcon 10348. Shout out to him for recommending this video. I created it for you. You're welcome, brother. Anyways, guys, have yourselves a great rest of your day. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Peace.